Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Did you ever wonder what the older ways of navigation were? What are the origins of compass? How was it used previously? How was the phenomenon of electromagnetism discovered with the help of a compass? What are the different types of compasses? In these series, we talk about various accidental inventions. So the accidental invention that we are going to talk about today is compass. So let's get started. How do you remember your way from the local park to your house? In this era, we have GPS, Google Maps. But what about many centuries ago? What do you think ancient travelers used for navigation? It was said that the Vikings would carry caged birds and they would release one bird at a time. This was done with a unique idea that if the birds could not spot land nearby, they would return to the ship. However, if they did not return, the sailors would assume that there was land nearby. But birds can be very unreliable sometimes. The Chinese saved the day with the invention of the compass. The compass made navigation much easier for more than 1,000 years. Christopher Columbus, Vasco da Gama, Ferdinand Magellan, and many others would have been lost at sea without this important invention. Chinese literature, dating back to the 4th century, has accounts where a compass made of lodestone as a navigation device is mentioned. The Emperor Wang Mang of China in the 1st century was said to have used a lodestone so that he could always sit facing south. The compass was first used as a device in fortune telling. It was only later that it was used as a navigational device. In 1707, during the War of Spanish Succession, the British Royal Navy fleet lost 4 warships and around 2,000 men off the Isles of Scilly. One of the reasons attributed to the tragedy was the flaw in the compasses on board. Moreover, a great quantity of iron was used in the construction of the ships. It disrupted the compass. In 1820, Hans Christian Ørsted, a Danish scientist, accidentally came across the relationship between magnetism and electricity. He was preparing for a lecture when he unknowingly brought a compass close to an electrical wire. He observed that the needle of the compass jumped and pointed in the direction of the wire. On investigating further, Ørsted ended up developing the phenomenon of electromagnetism. Electromagnetism is a phenomenon in which an electric field interacts with a magnetic field. The electromagnetic force is carried by electromagnetic fields composed of electric fields and magnetic fields, and it is responsible for electromagnetic radiation. Liquid compass is said to have been introduced by Sir Edmund Halley in 1690 at the meeting of the Royal Society. In 1813, Francis Crick patented the first practical liquid compass for use in small boats and maritime use. The bearing compass was the most popular type of compass used around the 18th century. In 1928, a Swedish instrument designer, Gunnar Tillander, invented a new bearing compass which was improved and modified with its variations still in use today. In the 21st century, we hardly use a compass for navigation. A navigation device can be easily installed on our smartphones. The invention of the compass is what led to the development of high-tech navigation devices. The humble compass has come a long way and has made major contributions to mankind.